This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense is on the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for the...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Finley. He's got him in the flat. Tackled immediately after the catch. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Sooners offense has the ball for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
Yeah, I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Looking for room, it's Dixon. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got his man. At the 35, he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chances. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in the stadium, Reese?
Boomer.
Sooner.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Firing to the right, complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Finley. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offense.
Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
A third and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's West. And he's still running after the move. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Using his legs, it's Dixon. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but...
And it's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Fires on the move. And he intercepts it. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Sooners! What a great
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go. And they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the lone running back. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackle is made after the first down. The give to the back. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's West. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water boys, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows?
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
29 Philly. 2, flip it.
Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play on 1st down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sooners. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats. And you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Finley. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Rebels line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback. A little bit. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now 2nd and 10.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Finley. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Fair catch, called for and made. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. Quarterback will audible. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the grab. It's West. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Sooners are on the move. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
On the move, it's Dixon. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like...
Pass on the way. It's kicked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. On the move. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all three phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete.
Incomplete.
After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
42 Spider.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. The play action fake. Buys a little time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
And it's right down the boulevard. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Unleashes one. Finds a man by himself. Afterburner's coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
A huge gain. And a first down. Come on, set.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Miranda. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The give on the inside. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6. 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flushed out of the pocket. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they love to convert this 3rd and short. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Sooners are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulled down after a gain of 5, it's at the 9-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, I want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense...
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep...
Snags it at the 30 and still running. He's loose down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Miranda.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay.
Intercepted. Got some room to run. The tag. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He wants to throw. Works the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Connection to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Easy.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that